Executive Assistant to the Delta State Governor on Public Enlightenment Projects and Policies, Olisa Ifajika, has debunked information making the rounds online that former Governor Ifeanyi Okowa said he was regretting running on a vice presidential ticket with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar on the People's Democratic Party in the 2023 general elections. The former Chief Press Secretary told former Governor Okowa in a press conference with journalists in his office in Government House, Asaba, said the fake information was a wrong interpretation of what Senator Okowa said while answering questions during a live national television interview days after the massive defection of Delta PDP family to the APC.
Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa said he regretted being a vice presidential candidate to Atiku, or regretted being on that ticket with him. It was not said anywhere, from the beginning of the interview to the end. So that thing that was put out there in the media is quite uncharitable. It is not a representation of what he said. He didn't say that. What he said, if we may put it right, maybe because what he said was, when he was asked the question of what happened to PDP in that election, why didn't you win? Particularly in Delta State, where he is from. Because it was expected that being a vice presidential candidate, he should be able to deliver his state. But let me say what we know as common first. What is common is what we saw then, the obedient movement. It was a whirlwind that came, and took everybody by surprise. But when we went back and looked at the analysis, it was obvious what happened. It was obvious what happened. What happened was that the people of the southern Nigeria, people in the south of this country, resolved, without really saying it, it was in their mind that they wanted a president from the south. They wanted a president from the south. That was what they wanted. But for Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, his party, the PDP, had nominated him as the vice presidential candidate of the party. He couldn't have left his party. He's a party man through and through. He had always said so. And what Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa said in that interview was that in course of campaigns, we even realized that, oh, there was this resolution that we wanted a president from the south. So it was a southern matter. And because nothing could be done then, PDP was already on the ballot, working hard to win the election, but the people, the electorate, had the powers, and they voted the way they wanted.
Olisa also described the defection of Delta PDP family to the APC as a master stroke that became necessary because of internal challenges in the PDP at the national level.
We're aware that in Delta, again, it's commonly said that in our pidgin parlance that Delta know they carry last. And that's exactly what you saw. We have again in Delta in our style, like we do in sports and everything, taking first again. Not first in terms of counting, first in terms of style. It is not known anywhere. We've not seen anywhere in this country, even beyond, where an entire people in a political party making a move as a group. It is the first time you're seeing it, and it's a master stroke. PDP and Delta, as a family, not one person, not to everybody, moved from PDP, moved out of that sinking boat, not to wait for it to sink first. We had to leave. So what you saw is the family moving. Nobody was betrayed here. It is being conscious of your environment, being conscious of where you stay, being conscious of the family you belong to. You all know that at the national level, you can say it. Some of you have written analysis on it, how PDP it's become a shadow of itself. How so many things have gone wrong. As we speak, there is no national secretary of the party. It's been like that for a long time. There is no national chairman of the party. Everything is upside down. Efforts are being made or were made before now to fix it. And the issue is defying all solutions.
The executive assistant also took time to clear grey areas where journalists highlighted in their questions, and one of notable interest is that of a rotational Delta governorship position between the North, Central and South Senatorial District of the state, asked by Quest reporter Charles Kusipre.
It's rotational between the three senatorial districts. Now that PDP in Delta have moved into APC, sir, will that gentleman agreement still be sustained?
The agreement still stands now. What will change it? The candidates, okay, the aspirants, before candidates are made, all the aspirants that came out for the governorship, if you check, they were from the central instruction, whether it was APC, PDP, the other parties, they were from there. Because people are conscious of the fact that there is this rotational thing. Nobody wanted to change it. So even those from SDP, from Labour, from APC, from PDP, from Fresh, from APP, whatever, they work from the Delta Central, knowing that it is, or it was their turn to produce. Nobody tried to rock the boat. So that principle remains. It's only equitable. So
our correspondent Charles Kusipre reports that on taking Delta Governor Sheriff Oborevwori and other defected stakeholders to court by the PDP, according to Olisa Ifeajika, is a case dead on arrival.